Welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. It's Friday. I did a show already today, I think. I had some travel nightmares and I was stranded in St. Louis and decided to go live at 3 a.m. I'm going to delete that video. So if you haven't seen it yet, watch it now. I'm surprised I've left it up as long as I have. And I was fairly delirious when I made that video. I was running on no time and 18 hours in airports and no sleep, I should say. And it was really a nightmare. But I figured might as well pass some time with you guys, right? But now my mind is clearer, and we could talk a little bit about the trip that I was on, the upcoming videos, and whatever else you guys want. It's going to be an action-packed hour, and it starts right after this. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there can waste time with you. So I got this new setup, and but nothing is going right. This angle is all wrong. It's ponderous, man. I got this big giant screen, right? It's the biggest screen you've ever seen, but now the camera is up here. So to talk to you, I have to look like this, right? And then when I read the questions, I got to come down, and I'm doing this. It's not right. It's not right. Anyway, let's talk about what I've been up to, where I've been, and then we'll talk about, also, this angle's terrible. Look at all this gray hair. I'm fortunate that my hair grows fast. Thank God, right? But, or whatever you believe in. But I don't need it to be highlighted. You know what I'm saying? This is terrible. Anyway, so last week on Thursday, I headed to Canada. And let me tell you a little bit, because some people don't understand how touring works or how logistics work, right? So the show was on Saturday night. To get to the East Coast, you either have to come in the day of the show or in the middle of the night before. So because I am a genius, I came up with the plan that we would take a red eye, a direct red eye for those who live in Las Vegas. And Stephen Piercy, by the way, was in Las Vegas because we had a show at Vamped last Tuesday. So let's recap all this for those of you who want to live vicariously through me. Last Tuesday, Piercy DiMartini played. Vamped closing its doors. Sebastian Bach got up. Jakey Lee was there. It was a fun night. So Steven stayed in Las Vegas, and he was there Wednesday night. And then on Thursday, we all met at the airport. Now, the reason you want to go through the border together, a lot of people don't know anything, but yet they act like they do. It's hard to get across the border sometimes, especially rock bands. So I arranged for the Falls View Casino in Niagara Falls, Canada, to send 4 SUVs to take us across the border. And they did. So we got a flight that came in at around 2 in the morning. Everybody who wasn't going through withdrawals from a certain leaf had a great time. Fantastic time. And enjoyed an extra day in Canada in a beautiful view overlooking the falls. What a great time. We all got to go out, well, most of us got to go out and experience things and have fun, see the falls. I saw the falls, over the falls, under the falls. I was behind the falls. And what a great trip. Blas brought his wife and his kids. Blas Elias, by the way, is Clark Griswold. He really is the last real family man. But we had so much fun going to different places. They gave us $350 in food credits. Can you believe that? $350. But yeah, I mean, why would anyone not want to be there? I couldn't imagine. Would you rather sit in your house? Anyway, this is AZ. AZ, good to see you. Day Spa Fund Contribution. Hope you can take a well-earned break. I'm going to be in AZ soon, and I do need a break. But the show must go on. If we've learned anything, the show must go on. So Vince Neil was supposed to be on the bill. He could not make it. Sebastian Bach stepped in and was fantastic. Sebastian Bach is the king of Canada. He was talking about, dude, I used to go down to the Hardee's. I mean, like, I didn't even recognize half his Canadian. Dude, we were having ketchup chips. And he knew all the rest. And then he played Tom Sawyer by Rush. And then he's played Shout at the Devil for Vince. Some people think that some people think Sebastian Bach could be the singer for Motley Crue one day. Who knows? I'm not seeing that band one way or the other, but so I'm jumping around, but we got in the middle of the night and, we look at the, look, management is where it's at. Being a musician, management is where it's at. Now, Steven had a penthouse. He had he had 3 bedrooms. You'd never seen a crazier room, but I had the junior room next to him, and it was amazing. What a great view. You're going to love the tour diary when it comes out, probably 2029, the way I edit around here, but it's going to be a good one. And it was great. It was great to walk around. I wanted to see the filming locations from Superman 2. All I know about Niagara Falls is Superman 2. And in a previous tour diary, I went to Buffalo. But and I saw Niagara Falls, but it wasn't filmed on that side. It was filmed on the Canada side. The Canada side is much, much better. There's more to see, better view, the Horseshoe Falls, everything. Just that's where it's at. The New York side is like a state park. Very nice also. But you would be remiss if you didn't visit the Canadian side. So show was good. Everyone was good. And I'm fortunate to work with such great guitar players, Johnny Monaco and Warren DeMartini. Not a bad mix from show to show, solo band to solo band to the Piercy DeMartini band. Anyway, so after Canada, we all, well, I should point out, Stephen and Christy and we took the boat. I don't know what it's called. There's one called Mist on the, I don't remember. It's not that one anyway. That's the U.S. one. And we took a boat ride under the mist, Maiden on the Mist. Mayday on the Mist Day. Misty, it's a boat, and it goes under goes towards the falls, and you get real wet. And but it was fun, and I think you're going to enjoy that one. I'm going to get to all your questions and comments in just a second, but because it's a lot. But I'm trying to talk, and last night I was tongue-tied. If you watched that video, you saw 3 a.m. I really can't stand this angle. It's going to drive me crazy. It is going to drive me absolutely insane. It should be like this, and then I should be up like this. This is how you should see me. I don't know. That's better. I think I fixed it, but then I can't. This is terrible. This is the worst show I've ever done. Let's try it again. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody I know to waste time with that. Welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. I wanted to tell you guys about how Stephen Piercy and his lovely fiancée, Christy, and we went on this boat that goes around the falls, and we went towards the mist. It was amazing. I also went to the spot where the kid falls off and Superman saves him. And then if you know your Superman 2, which by the way was released 45 years ago yesterday, if you know your Superman 2, there's a scene where Lois Lane defies Clark. If I'll jump in this water because I'm so confident that you'll turn into Superman. And spoiler alert, he does not. Anyway, so I went to that location. I mean, I did the most detailed videos that you're ever going to see. So we had so much fun, and then we went back across the border. And I was saying earlier, they see musicians, they sometimes wonder what you're bringing, what you're doing. If you ever had a DUI, you're getting stopped. I mean, they're very serious crossing the border. Stephen hasn't been in Canada in quite some time. There's been a lot of rumors why he hasn't been there. I can tell you that they're all bullshit. They just didn't work out. That's really all it was. It had nothing to do with restrictions. That none of that's not what happened. For anyone who may be spreading false information, that's fake news. Fake news. But we was happy to be back, and I hope we do a lot more. Canada's a big country, not state. It's big, and I hope we get back. The people are so nice. Everyone treated us so good. Falls View Casino, I highly recommend it. I think you should, if you ever get the chance, experience that place. Anyway, so we get back to Buffalo, New York, and Michelle grew up in a little town called Lewiston. Now, I knew Lewiston, Maine, which was a big part of the civil rights movement, but Lewiston, New York is right outside Buffalo, very close to the falls. And it reminded me of sort of Bedford Falls, for those of you who are fans of It's a Wonderful Life. And we saw the home that she grew up in, and we went to her favorite ice cream custard joint. And it was nice to see, what I grew up in the city. She grew up in the suburbs, I suppose. And what's funny is when we got into Buffalo, I said, I wonder if they filmed Buffalo 66 here. Buffalo 66 is one of my favorite movies. It's totally insane. A guy named Vincent Gallo. I'm going to put the video out. I'm going to explain how I know Vincent Gallo, how I saw this movie. But I knew that only Johnny Monaco was the only person I know who also appreciated this crazy movie called Buffalo 66, where Vincent Gallo kidnaps Christina Ricci to bring home to his parents. He's just out of prison and wants to show that he has a wife. And anyway, it's crazy. I went, and then I saw one location, and then I had to see them all. And see them all we did. It was quite the trip. And I'm going to thank AZ again for this. Did you visit the honeymoon suite from Superman 2? You're going to have to tune in, see what I found and what I didn't, and also find out what was a studio, because there's a little bit of trickery. Anyway, thank you, AZ, for those super chats. You guys keep the show going. Anyway, so I did the Buffalo 66 locations, and it's funny is when I got to New York the next day, Johnny called me and he goes, I just thought of this. You need to go to the Buffalo 66 locations. And I said, great minds think alike. I did it, and it was great. And you guys will like that video. I think whether you know the movie or not, I think you'll still be entertained by seeing the locations and hearing the stories. So we didn't want to do the full 6.5-hour drive from Buffalo to New York City. So we stayed in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which led to locations from the TV show The Office. And so we did some of that. And you'll be surprised at some of the things I found there as well. We stayed at a hotel that used to be a train yard. It was the craziest hotel I've ever stayed at. And it was cool. The people were nice as well. So then we got up the next day, which would be, let's get our days right, Sunday morning. The show was Saturday. No, we stayed in Scranton, Pennsylvania Sunday, got up Monday morning, and we're on the open road, and I see a sign that says Blairstown, New Jersey. I go, oh my God. Blairstown, New Jersey is where they filmed Friday the 13th. There's a place called the Blairstown Diner, and they've been in my feed talking about celebrating Jason's birthday. It was Friday the 13th before. And I had to stop. The back of the shirt has Jason's hockey mask. And then that turned into an entire Friday the 13th location video as well, which was fun. It was fun to do. And you'll see that soon. Diner was very good, by the way. I only wear the shirt because I liked the food as well. And merch. A lot of merch, and they embraced Friday the 13th. Jason is alive and well in this diner. So anyway, after the diner, I went to we hit New York City, and I began the craziest location video series I've ever done. I decided to do a movie called Hero at Large. I said this on the late night show last night, but Hero at Large was a movie with John Ritter. And John Ritter is a struggling actor, and he plays a character called Captain Avenger at like movie premieres and things, and signs autographs. But there's 50 guys who do it. But he goes into a store and he breaks up a robbery, and he sort of becomes a vigilante. And the city likes him so much that they hire him to dress up as this hero and fight crime. And I love the movie. And John Ritter, Three's Company favorite. There's Three's Company cards right there. And they were trying to make a movie star out of it. It didn't really work, but it's an underrated movie. John Ritter and Ann Archer, Bert Convy, and Kevin McCarthy also in the movie. But I found the locations, and I found all the locations. And while looking for the locations, we ran into the apartment from Friends. So that became a location. There's hundreds of people outside waiting for Friends all day. No one waiting for Hero at Large. Um, and then I said, well, while I'm doing Superman 2, a lot of Superman 2 was filmed in New York City. Got to find that. So I found Superman 1. I found Superman 2. I started filming that. I've been working on this video of the Odd Couple TV show. I found so many locations. You guys will be shocked. Even if you never saw the show, you will find it so cool that I found locations 50 years later. Speaking of 50 years later, Jaws was released 50 years ago today. I got to go and get one of these popcorn buckets everyone has. Anyone of you got a lead on it, let me know. I need it. I need this popcorn bucket. Anyway, we had a great time in New York, and Bloss and his wife and kids also came to New York City. And I thought maybe I would show them, Bloss's daughter is kind of a punk rocker. And I thought I'd show them some of my favorite New York sites. Jeff Colin was there, who tour manages Slaughter now, worked for Chrysalis back then. He showed some New York sites too. And we had a fun time showing them around. And the Lower East Side, we went to CBGB's, which is now a clothing store, an embarrassing clothing store at that. But it's cool to see the spot. And we went to the Garden where the first Ramones album was covered. Most people, picture was taken. Artist named Roberta Bailey. Most people go to the wrong spot. I showed the real spot. We went to the Physical Graffiti building. I took the family to see Gem Spa, made famous by the New York Dolls. It was really a fun experience. We went to this Harry Potter store that was great, and we had butter beer. I ate so good. This place called John's Pizza on 45th Street, I think. I had baked ziti 2 nights in a row. I'm not going to lie. Wheat baked ziti, though. So that's a little better on my carbs. But boy, was it good. And I really had fun being in New York. And then I got to, I did the filming locations for the TV show Kojak. I went to the precinct from Kojak. And that was a weird one. And then I remember when I was a kid in my old neighborhood, I met Telly Savalas while he was filming a Kojak TV movie. Well, my family got together. And we had a family get-together, if you will. And it was right where they filmed that Kojak thing. So I made that into a location video. It was so great to see my family. When COVID happened, nobody wanted to travel. Certainly, I didn't want to go to New York or sit on a plane for that long. And I didn't want my family going out. My parents are in their 70s. Lucky they're here. But, my father had a really bad bout of COVID. He's lucky to still be here. So we had a family reunion. There was a store, and we're going to have an update in just a minute. We're going to have a quick movie review, but I'll talk about my family more after, because it's Friday night, and everyone's looking for a movie to watch, or looking for a movie to go see in the theater. I looked to see if Jaws was playing in the theater. I couldn't find it. It looks like it's coming out in August. But I like to get recommendations. What should I go to Blockbuster and rent or watch on streaming? And there's no one more qualified to give a movie review in 5 minutes than a 9-year-old. And so here is Ryder B. Ryder, how are you?
I'm really good. What's
Good.
up? You were talking about the Jaws popcorn bucket, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you have one?
Yeah, check
Look
it
at
out.
that. Mm-hmm.
Sick, right?
Very cool.
So,
Go ahead.
so my movie review today. So have you heard of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books? Like the children books.
I haven't.
You haven't?
You tell me about it.
Well, they're like these children books that have like scary stories in them, and like the book is called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and then they made a movie about the books, and and there's like a bunch of monsters that come to life and everything. And the movie is called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. If any of you guys haven't seen it, then it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And here's like the book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It has like tons of scary images in there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like the movie, it's like so it's like it's Halloween, and these teenagers go to this haunted house, and then they see this book, and then they bring it home, and then it's like tells the stories, and then the stories come to life. It's like, and there's like four monsters in there that just look like terrifying and everything, and it's just one of my favorites. So like one of the monsters is a scarecrow, and like another one is called the pale lady, and like the pale lady is like this big like fat monster lady in like a hall and stuff like that, like a hallway, and it's like the lights are red and everything. There's like another monster called the jangly man. He and and it's like and like the jangly man is like a campfire story where like the body parts come down the chimney of
Mm-hmm.
the house, and then it creates this monster and everything. And then my personal favorite monster is the big toe corpse. That's the story. Who took my toe? um and wait, no, it's not who took my toe. It's the big toe, and like, and it's like like a monster's toe is in like the stew and like the soup and everything, and then the monster comes without the toe and everything. It's and so those are like the monsters. The actors are great. Um um. Guillermo del Toro directed it,
Right.
and there's like um what who else is there? There's like I don't know what I only know that Guillermo del Toro directed it. um and here's this Trick or Treat Studios big chill corpse mask.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
Very cool.
scary.
When did you first see this movie, Ryder?
um Oh gosh, I don't even remember. I was like so young when I watched that like it first, and I don't remember the first time I saw it, but it's one of my first scary movies I've ever saw.
A lot of people saying hello to you, Ryder, and a lot of people saying they also grew up with the books. And so that's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That is Ryder's recommendation, and I'm going to tell you where you can find it. It's probably on, came out in 2019 originally, so it's a classic, Ryder.
This is the pale lady right here.
Hold on, let me take a look. Wow. Do you have the whole set?
I have the whole set of Trick or Treat Studios masks. Yes. So and then I have the here's the Jangly Man, which is my favorite mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the Jangly Man. Um, then here is Harold the Scarecrow. Um, yeah, this is Harold right here,
He
and
looks creepy.
yeah, it is creepy, and like the movie is great. And I read this whole book, and it like scared the like crap out of me. So
Mm-hmm.
like, there's just tons of crazy crazy stuff in here,
Now,
and but
Ryder, go ahead.
yeah, but the movie is one of my favorites, so definitely check out the movie.
This movie is a little bit more age appropriate for you. It's only PG-13, as
Yeah.
we know you're 9.
Yeah,
Uh,
so like the people who that start watching horror movies, like this is the perfect horror movie for you guys to like start watching if you guys are just getting into horror movies. Like this is the movie for you. Like, and it's great. And
how
it
many how many horns up do you give it on a scale of 1 to 4? How many horns would you give it?
four.
4 being the best.
4 being the best, yeah.
All right, four heavy metal Ryder horns. That's a good review. And Ryder, I appreciate you stopping by. Will you come back on Wednesday with me and Wednesday 13 and offer another review?
Definitely. I would love to.
All right, buddy. That's his recommendation. You can check it out. Ryder B. We'll check him out on social media. Ryder B. Good. E on the end. Thanks, Ryder.
Don't call me cute. See you later.
See you
Bye.
later. Don't call him cute. He doesn't like that. Although it seems fitting. Anyway, nice kid. And listen, there's no one more qualified to give you a horror movie review than the world's hippest 9-year-old. Anyway, so that was Ryder B. So back to my family. So when I grew up in New York City, I grew up in a place called Inwood, Washington Heights. It's the very upper Manhattan. It's the very tip of Manhattan, right before the Bronx. Paul Stanley also grew up in this neighborhood, and Jim Carroll, who wrote the Basketball Diaries. And so I got together with my mother's sister, which would be my aunt, my cousin Eric, who he would be like a brother to me. We grew up in the same building in that area. And then my uncle and his wife, who's my other aunt. Oh my God, it was so much family. You wouldn't believe it. But as I was saying, when the pandemic happened, I didn't think I'd see my family again. And then 5 years goes by and I realize, when you're young, you seeing family, you go, oh, I'm going to see my family again. We'd spent so many Christmases together. And so it was sort of nice to see everybody again. My cousin will be on the show soon. I was saying on the late night show that he is a director, and he's directed a documentary about Drew Struzan, who's one of the most famous poster artists of all time, if not the most famous. Back to the Future, E.T., Star Wars, I mean, Indiana Jones, you name it, he's painted it. And then he made a movie about the first Black Disney animator, Floyd Norman. So he'll be on. But it was so fun to sort of talk about old times. And we haven't talked to him so long, I didn't know what he would remember and what he didn't. I said, do you remember the time we got arrested cutting school? And he said, oh, yeah, that was my fault. I'm sorry. But it was so funny. We were looking at the spot where this happened. My mother always brings gifts. First of all, she always brings a photo album for us all to look at. And it was fun. I took some pictures of the photos, some of my old Halloween costumes. I was Gil Gerard, Buck Rogers one year. I got a picture of it. And my mother likes to bring gifts. And if you watch the show regularly, she brought me a mug with a guitar on it. And it wasn't the best looking mug, but I used it on one episode. Now she said she got me a bracelet. The bracelet was better because it fits into my suitcase better. I am wearing said bracelet right now, and I will say it's pretty cool. I don't know where my mother finds these things, but she said if it has a guitar on it, it's good for me. This is going to last longer than the mug. And as your parents get old, you appreciate it. My mother is now a blonde, by the way. I guess blondes have more fun. My mother has got a new lease on life. She seems younger than ever and seems to have a nice time. Enjoy the time you have with your parents while you can. And your parents are probably crazy. All parents are, but that's all part of the adventure and all part of the fun of growing up. So I got out of there. I headed back into the city. It was hard to film all these videos. It rains constantly. And so I was doing the best I can. The Incredible Hulk, 1978 TV show. They did an episode called Terror in Times Square. I had to go get those locations. I'm hoping you guys appreciate all of this content. I'm hoping you watch it. I'm hoping you'll go back and watch stuff you've missed. People ask me about tour diaries. I'm editing one now. All in the Family is an episode that people have been asking for the most. I'm going to try to have that out tomorrow. There's some surprises in that one. And so that's a little bit about my trip to New York. I'm going to now refer to the audience for your questions and comments. And I will now accept your super chats. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Skylar B, the first one here tonight. Ready to waste some time. And there is Sharon and Maury was also ready to waste time and chew bubble gum, and he's all out of bubble gum. You They Live fans know. Here is Lorraine. She was watching a live video from last night or this morning. Storm was nasty. Listen, it was terrible. I didn't even get into getting stuck in the airport. There's just too much, and it would take me forever to say it all. This is Kim. Kim is a channel member. Thank you so much. I say all the time, you want to support the channel, become a channel member. I appreciate all the likes, comments, and subscribes, but you really want to help out, be a channel member or a Patreon. Take a look, see what you got. All that stuff is in the comment. And speaking of channel members, here is Joey Bravo. And there's my buddy Joe with Alice Cooper. Good to see you. And let's see here. I'm going through everything. Lisa Clark. Lisa Clark is a channel member also. Thank you. Jason Holstein. Hello from Georgia. I would have rather been stuck in Georgia than St. Louis. Yes, I was a little late this morning, and we were supposed to fly out at 3:30. We got to the airport LaGuardia at 1 p.m. They kept delaying the flight. We got out around midnight. After midnight, we got into St. Louis. Flight was canceled. We couldn't get another flight until 6:15 a.m. And it was exhausting. And one thing about New York is you walk. I walk everywhere, and it gets tiring. My feet were beat up. And this is Van Ben. I'm ready, Jason. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here. And Captain Photon, good to see you again. I'm happy to be seen. Mike and Tracy, M3 channel members. Hey. I think that's, what's happening? That's what's happening. Sorry to hear about stranding. Oh, good. I'm glad to be here. Some people enjoyed it. Something a little different. Jason, I had a Stephen Piercy toy made. It's a one-of-one. Bring it to the Ohio show in July. Well, very cool. And there you are in your picture with Stephen. Good Friday. Stranded in St. Louis, no sleep 24 hours. You rock. You're a good soul. Old gray hair, Jason. Thank you. Yes. The views from the hotel room are beautiful. Yeah, I wait till you see the video. It's crazier than you could think. That's 3 whole fine dining steaks. Well, you wait till you see what we ordered. Boy, you're gonna love it. It was in Canadian money, so yes, 350 Canadian dollars. But it was based on their pricing, so it was fine. Greetings from the UK. Thank you so much. Falls View Casino rocks. So does Niagara Falls. Yes, Jim. Thank you so much. I agree. Great, Sebastian. Yeah, I usually, my voice is tired, or I would give you more. Sebastian. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I was looking for the name Maid of the Mist. That's not what I went on. I wanted the Canadian one, though. I went on the, whatever. All right, let's see here. I should be screening these things, but who's got time for that? Spanning time. Thank you, Mary. Spanning time. I did a lot of time spanning, and for Buffalo 66. We're just going to sit here and span time. We don't touch each other. We just span time. Anyway, for those of you who know that reference. There's Ron Jeremy. Good to see you, Ron. Ron was up late last night at 3 in the morning. As you know, he only speaks when the show is on. Is John the guy from Three's Company? Yes, he is. Hey, Boner's here. Boner's to Bone. I met your father, Boner, Chekhov. You deserved a medal last night for the stream I watched this morning. Thank you, Cape Cod Ken. Appreciate it. Okay. The Johnny Monaco fan page is here. Very big fan of all things Johnny Monaco. Maybe Johnny will be back Monday. Let's see what happens. He has a standing invite. When I started watching you and Johnny was coming, I thought you guys reminded me of the Odd Couple. I didn't know yet you were a big fan of the show. Well, yeah, I think we have an Odd Couple a type relationship. Let's see. Okay, we a lot of comments about Ryder's fun. Yeah, well, look, Ryder's great. I think he'll be back to offer more reviews, and then Ryder will be too famous to speak to me, sort of like James Gunn, who has the new Superman movie out that I worked with. Okay, some people are really stupid. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see a super chat. That's how you want to get my attention. That's how you get it. John's, I believe, is where Stern threw a surprise party for Artie many years ago. He paid for them to shut the whole place down. So that's the John's on Bleecker Street. And you got a great memory, and I am a Howard Stern fan, but that's the one on Bleecker Street. They don't have pizza by the slice. You got to get a whole pizza. For me, the New York experience is you get a pizza, or if you're John Travolta, you get two. Two is good. I'll take two, and you put them on top of each other. But I didn't get to go to. I went to a place called Bleecker Street Pizza that was great too. And this John's on 44th Street, it's all in a sauce. If you're a New Yorker, sauce, it's about the sauce. And best baked Z I've had in a long time. Thank you, by the way. Isles, one of the fan of the New York Islanders. Yeah. And while I was there, the Yankees were so bad, I was looking for any other New York team to support. Let's see. Trying to keep up with everything that people are saying here. All right. We have a whole Howard Stern conversation going on. So we're just getting ready to kick off the weekend. I'm going to get out of here in a little bit. This is a quick one. I got to kick off my weekend. We'll see if Johnny wants to pop on Monday. Maybe he will. And then Wednesday 13. New videos on the way. We're about to hit you with a lot of content. I felt bad. I'm going to be out of town next week. I just found out, or was just reminded. And I'm going to have a lot of content to share with you. I'm looking forward to seeing the new Megan movie, Megan 2.0. I wonder if Megan has a popcorn bucket. I'm looking forward to the new Superman movie. I think it's going to stink, but I've got high hopes. And yes, I need to rest up. Thomas, thank you for being a channel member, and thank you for support. The water is what they say. It's possible. I don't know if it's completely true, but you got a good sauce. You got good pizza. What time did I arrive home from Missouri? Maybe 7:30, 8 in the morning, I think. Yeah, it was terrible. Really terrible. I mean, it's amazing that we don't kill each other or hate everyone. Well, I mean, I hate everyone, but it's just so difficult to travel these days. The dumbest people in the world are in the airport. All of them. If you're looking for the dumbest people, head to the airport. People don't know how to walk. People are in the way. People are stupid. Oh, my God. Let's see. Sasuke. I'm not an 80s kid, but I grew up watching different strokes because of my parents. What you talking about, Willis? Yes, listen, you don't have to be, you can discover these things now. Let's see here. Trying to get through everything. Whew. When I start the show, I go, I got a lot to say. And then all of a sudden I'm like, son of a bitch, I think I'm done. Enjoying my Shane Bennett, enjoying my Blairstown Diner shirt. Yeah, it was, what a cool experience. Went to the cemetery for Friday the 13th one. I went to all the spots that Annie walks around. Went to the diner. I went to the other diner, the first diner in the movie. It's now an antique shop. It was closed, but I've recorded as much of it as possible. I mean, you will be surprised by the amount of content that's coming. I would love to see these videos do well so I can continue. When I started the television filming location videos, I did it because I wanted to go to these places. I wasn't sure anyone else would actually watch. And then they started to take off, and I'm happy about that. Let's see. All right. I like now that you guys have a whole side show. You got your own show. You don't need me. What does everybody else have planned for the weekend? Who cares about my plans? What are you guys doing? What's everybody doing? Lorraine has a question. Do you know anything about the venue for Stevens Pia show? They're standing only to the reserve tickets. I want to be up front, of course. Don't know which one. I don't have a clue. Not a clue. I'm clicking on Howard Stern references. People are going, what the hell's going on? No idea. Reserved sounds good. I don't know. We play so many shows, and now with different bands, I don't know where I am half the time. Okay, so people's weekend plans. My buddy's seeing Robin Trower right now. He's 80. That's crazy. Yeah. Doesn't he play? I think I saw him playing a few places. I saw that. Jim is going to see the Killer Dwarfs tomorrow. Nice. And Jason has nothing planned, just wasting time. Nothing wrong with that. And Billy is moving into a new house. Nothing worse than moving. Yeah, but getting there is half the fun. Once you're there, you'll be happy. Craig Gass, Pacino's baby, Gene Simmons. We're still talking about Howard Stern. Craig was messaging me. Craig was arriving in LaGuardia right as I was leaving. It was funny. And so we were talking about New York things. And yes. We're celebrating midsummer here in Finland. No human sacrifices involved. Nice, Marcus. And Marcus, thank you for being a Finnish super chatter. Faster Pussycat next Friday in Manhattan. You can't go wrong with that. There was a show in Manhattan of a band formerly known as Enough's Enough. I just can't go. I couldn't go. It's such a joke. If they were playing in the lobby of my hotel, I wouldn't go. If they're playing in the room next to me, I'd call the police. I didn't go. It's not really Enough's Enough. It's silly. It's not funny, and it's not fun. Brad is going to be going to Cabo Wabo on Saturday night in Vegas. Nice. Too bad David Lee Roth doesn't have a place so you could see the actual singer for Van Halen. All right. I used to live right behind the King Columbus. I used to party there. We had a good time there. Wednesday played there, and Stevens played there. I think I got to go. Isn't World War III this weekend? No, World War III has been postponed 2 weeks to think about it. And then, so don't celebrate early. You got a little time. All right. I got to figure out how I can have the comments. Now that I'm home for a day or two, I need to set this up so that I can be more professional. I laugh at that. Jason the Mason is seeing David Lee Roth in September. Nice. They can't go wrong with that. World War III has been postponed until after July 4th. That is true. We're going to postpone it this year. Yes. Finland is rad. I've been to Finland about 3 times. Great music scene. Yeah, I'd like to go to Finland and see my buddy Nasty Suicide. But we'll see. Lorraine is still smiling from David Lee Roth. J Fry TV, what do you think of the Dolly Parton Motley Crue? I wouldn't click on that if it was the last thing in the world. Just don't care. I don't think Motley Crue has done anything relevant in 30 years, and I don't care. I don't care about Dolly Parton. I don't care about Motley Crue. There's my review. Watching Jaws tonight. Yeah, maybe I should watch Jaws tonight. I got these recliners, his and his recliners, or hers and his. I got these recliners, and I want to recline and watch a movie. I do want to find one of those Jaws popcorn buckets. I don't know where to look. It says AMC Theaters, but I don't want to see a movie. I just want the popcorn bucket. Because Jaws isn't playing. If Jaws was playing, I would go. What is the use of seatbelts in airplanes? There's only one way, and it's down. Well, the reason is that nowadays the planes collide into each other, especially in Newark, and you will go forward and hit your head. And you'll be surprised. They have these pockets in the air, and you will go up and hit your head on the top. So that is the purpose of seatbelts. But when they do the things like opening the doors and the emergency exits, the chance that you actually need that is slim. But hey, seat 11A, right? He figured it out. Yeah, the eBay, $170. That's what scares me. Is that Jaws thing so collectible that I'm not going to be able to get one? Sure seems like it. I hate to run around town. What is this? Okay. 65 is not bad. I mean, I want to just go to a movie theater and buy one. Look, if I don't get it, I'll survive. But I've been sort of collecting popcorn buckets. By the way, we have 15 minutes and I'm out of here. So this is the time to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Don't waste your time with stupid things, just so you know. The Jaws game I'd like to get. Yeah, I'd like to get that. Watch for an auction, not buy it now. Surely Sean would know a distributor. But I don't know if Sean would. I don't know if he's in the popcorn knowing business. But I'm sure someone would give him one. Sean has a lot of people who like to gift him things in the popcorn persuasion. I'm so annoyed that this is blue right here. I think I finally figured it out. I was late for the show today because I was so angry that this thing is blue. But then, how do I fix it? I don't know what's going on here. Well, there's bubble, classic, minimal. Oh, that's better. But then it's got a little blue on it. There should be no blue. None more blue. But then, look at these colors. Oh, that looked black. All right. I mean, I don't know what's going on. There you go. I like that one. You guys like that one? All right. What do we got going on here? Brian, greeting time wasters. Glad to waste time with all of you. Get Carol Kay on your show. And I wish. I'd love to. Carol Kay is the chick with the pick, played some of the greatest bass lines of all time. My favorite being the Wonder Woman theme. Let's see here. Oh, I'm getting tired already. I don't think anyone's going to be having relations with the Jaws popcorn bucket. I don't think. I mean, maybe that's a fetish for somebody, but I don't think I would like it. Ooh, I just hit a button. I hit a hotkey, and I don't know what the hell happened. It almost burned my hand. It was so hot. It's speaking of hot, it's about 173 degrees here in Vegas. And I want to go out and make a video about Vegas filming locations. Vegas, the TV show starring Robert Urich. So, favorite death metal band? None. Absolutely none. Sorry. Metal scientist says death metal sucks. I don't say it sucks. I just don't give a fuck. How about a Magnum PI episode? Well, I'll let you know when I go to Hawaii, which is coming soon. Got a few Hawaii surprises in store for you. Sometimes I feel like I'm just going to come on and yap, and then I feel like I don't have a plan. I'm very excited. I'm going to Knoxville to see Joyce DeWitt, and we may be doing a video where Joyce DeWitt opens a pack of cards that have been sealed since 1978, gum and all. I think you guys are going to like that. If it doesn't happen, but I think it's going to. We've been working on it. A lot of serious negotiations. If anyone's looking to buy me gifts, I like these wax packs. This is my new thing. Not my new thing. It's the thing I did when I was a kid. I loved them. And yeah. Wax packs, but of TV type variety. All right, let's see here. Partridge Family or Brady Bunch? Brady Bunch video is on my channel. Partridge Family house has been demolished. I'm going to do a video of all the houses that have been demolished so people don't have to tell Jason the popcorn buckets are all over eBay and it's not a ripoff yet. I hear some people are saying they are a ripoff. I'm going to try to find one. And Chad, I appreciate the FMK offer, but it's a boring one. It's a boring one, but I appreciate it. I brought some Mega Metal cards, and I got 2 Danas. David, it's funny you should say that, because somewhere around here is a sealed case of Mega Metal cards. I don't know where they are, but I have an entire box, and we're going to see what happens when we open them. I was going to try to get some other band guys to open cards. I think that's the thing I'd like to do on this show. Do you know Dave Vane? I do, and thank you for reminding me that I have to call him again, because I saw him and he said he was ready to do the interview, and then I just totally forgot. All right. Boy, am I getting tired. Those wax packs are easy to open and reseal and sell. Well, the thing about those packs is there's nothing so special that you have to open it and reseal it. Do you know what I mean? There's no limited edition refractor card. There's no Jack Tripper rookie card. So even if you opened it and resealed it and put in the stale gum, what would the point be? You know what I mean? Like any of these old cards. Like this one was a gift. This is my favorite. Good Times. This one's really hard to find and really expensive. I only got the 1 pack. And I know a guy who represents the cast of Good Times. I could probably get them to open it. I can't find the year on this. I looked it up once, though, and it was like, oh, there it is. 19. Son of a bitch. Hold on a second. No, that's not it. I think it says 1975. Anyway. All right, let's see here. What do we got? I got to get out of here. What is this here? Ask her why she changed her hair going to therapy episodes. Looked worse. Long hair, no sexy outfits. It's the first thing I'm going to ask her. Okay. Well, baseball cards, you have special cards that stand out. In these cases, all the cards are basically commons. It's been like wrestling. There's a Hulk Hogan rookie card that's worth money. But in the case of Three's company cards, actually a set is not worth that much money. Here's a full set, mostly stickers. But the reason that they're not worth that much is that you open one of those boxes. One of those boxes is about $150 to $200, depending on condition. But people sell the packs for about $5 a piece. But you get 1 box, you can make a lot of sets. What is this? Yes. And cards with my signatures. Well, I think I'm going to have Joyce DeWitt sign some of them. And Jack Tripper rookie card. We need waste some time with Jason Green trading cards. Now, there you're thinking to go along with my Christmas balls. Now, that's a good idea. I've wanted to have a trading card that I can give out. So maybe we could do all the characters. Maybe Ryder could have a card, and Johnny could have a card. Johnny will give me a bill for that. And Sean could have a card. And Wednesday has cards, but anyway. All right, you got 6 minutes. Make it count, because then I got to get out of here. And I won't be back until Wednesday. Let's see. Johnny Monaco fan page is proud to say, I'm a woman. Well, thank you, Johnny Monaco fan page. I was wondering, and now you've answered it. You like those cards to keep, right? You don't do this to sell them, right? No. No, the cards are for my personal collection. Yeah, the Miguel trading card. It would be the rare one. If you guys watch the show from Miguel, Miguel is in the Philippines right now, stranded. Orioles 4, Yankees 3 in the 8th. Yes, embarrassing, right? It's totally embarrassing. Yankees are such a joke. My favorite team. Burbank Jazz rookie card. Yeah, Matt should have a card. Don't forget the Michelle card. The Michelle card would be worth the most. The Michelle rookie card would be the one that everyone wants. Everyone would open packs just to get to the Michelle card. So, do you like typo negative? I do. I prefer a positive, but typo negative, yes. Johnny Kelly's been on the show. Go watch the interview. Okay. I wasn't really prepared. Sometimes I come on here and everyone has genius questions. Every pack needs a Bloss card. Well, I have the Bloss Elias rookie card. It's in my kitchen. That's where I keep it. I don't know what that is. Sometimes I push the wrong button. Georgia, I'm glad you came on tonight. Glad you, Michelle, are home safe. Have a great weekend. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad to be home as well. Whew. All right, I'm going to stay 3 minutes and I'm getting out of here. The Johnny and his Daisy Dukes card. That would be a collectible one. I have to agree. Robert the Doll was cool with Jason because he was polite when visiting. I was polite when visiting. If you haven't seen that one, there's a lot of stuff that people haven't seen. You got to go back and watch. I should have been more prepared. All right. It's not good when I count the minutes to get out of here. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., All in the Family video. And new tour diary I've been editing. I don't know where it's from, but I think you'll like it. The Johnny sleeping in worn out pants card. Could be collectible. Maybe that's the move. Maybe it's to take screenshots from the videos and turn them into cards. Thank you. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I especially want to thank everyone for super chatting, both of you. AZ and Isles1, appreciate it. Thank you. You made it worth getting out of bed today because I was tired. Thank you so much. I have more jet lag than you could have possibly imagined. Every now and then I say this is the worst Johnny Monaco Daisy Duke Shorts popcorn buy. Now you're talking. I need to have more of a theme. When I just come on here, I get very impatient. I need to have a purpose. 200 people watching me talk about nothing and count down until the clock ends. Holy shit. All right, I got to get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Stay tuned. Just wanna waste some time with you.